always done that, but I think all of us, it's going to be a time for us to sit down and really be mindful, because there's only so much Netflix you can do, so much Hulu, so much Disney Plus you can watch when you're home for a long period of time, right? At one point, we're going to start realizing, what it is. Hey everybody, how's it going? How's it going? We're back. We're back. Today's day 2 of kind of being self-quarantine here in New York City, and we're trying to keep ourselves as inside of our homes as possible. And with all this mayhem going on and craziness, I just wanted to just make another video here and remind us that obviously it's something that's serious is going on. It's infectious and it's it's killing a lot of people. But at the same time, I want to also not go crazy and panic, because I feel that it's just obviously a temporary situation, but at the same time, I want to be conscious that people are suffering from this, so I don't want to take it lightly. But I think a lot of us also are kind of, I say, panicking, and my thing for me is like, they're giving us social distancing, and I think it's great to stop the spread, but I think at the same time, it's gonna force all of us, that I know myself included, we have all these distractions outside of us that we use to not really care for what we want to do, or kind of so like this, avoid the real internal struggles that we have, and forcing us kind of to stay home can bring a lot of good things. And I'm always one of the positive. I'm always like to be looking at the situations that that are otherwise tragic. I like to look at it as there's a reason for it and there's a purpose. And why not, right? There's another way to two ways you can live. You can be that way, or you can be, go hide in a corner and be depressed. I think the best way to look at it is there's a reason for this. We want to make the best of it. Be smart, obviously. Be safe. Don't go out there and act like this doesn't exist. But at the same time, use these times that if you can't go to work, if you can't maybe. Kids that can't go to school, if you are forced to stay home, use it constructively. I would say for me, I'm reading a lot more. My kids are home, so it's a little bit more time consuming, but I'm also involving them and going with them and having some quality time now that they're here every single day for the next couple of weeks, as opposed to just the weekends. So being mindful, I think I've always done that, but I think all of us, it's going to be a time for us to sit down and really be mindful, because there's only so much Netflix you can do, so much Hulu, so much Disney Plus you can watch when you're home for a long period of time, right? At one point, we're going to start realizing, what it is that we want to keep ourselves entertained with, right? And at one point, all those things won't do it anymore, so we're going to start actually, so what I've been doing for the last couple of months, sitting down with yourself, contemplation, learning about yourself, what are your likes, maybe a lot of us might change careers. A lot of us might up and leave to another state. This can be a life event for many of us. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen, what's going to develop for these next coming days here in New York City, and for everybody's lives as well. But I want to make these videos to keep a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel and keep a little bit positive, because I know a lot of us are panicking and are not panicking, but are anxious and scared. A lot of us have fear, and I think that's one of the traits that kind of freezes us and kind of derails us from our focus. I know for me, my intentions are still the same. I still want to go out here and make as much positive videos and uplifting videos as I can, and as well informational and insights. But at the same time, I want to be aware of what's going on, and that the world is kind of right now a little bit of mayhem, and everybody's really displaced. But I think at the same time it's a good thing, because it's getting us away from the norm. So what we thought was the norm, right? Because we've been kind of programmed to have this norm in our minds of what to do and what it is the normal thing to do. But right now we're kind of forced to see that it's not the norm anymore. It's changing, and they're putting that halt to that. And it'll be interesting to see how what happens now, because a lot of geniuses that are out there are might become the geniuses they're supposed to be. I think this is gonna force a lot of individuals that have talent, that have inner, I think, ideas and inner world changing talents. This is gonna force them to kind of practice that, because I think they're gonna realize what they've been, probably stopped doing when they were young. They've probably let go of a lot of hobbies, or some I would say some self reflection. They haven't had time for that. Some connections might be made with past family members because they gotta make them a phone call. A lot of things gonna, I think, change, and I think we want to go out here and understand that. As I was listening to Kyle Cease early today in the morning, these times are supposed to happen. And I know it sounds horrible, and people are like, oh, what are you talking about? But these things that are going on right now are supposed to happen. They're going to set, I think, an awakening a lot of us in preparation for, for future events, future viruses, or future pandemics that we have right now. They're going to prepare us better, and they're going to awaken a lot of us. As I said before, it's going to make us really look at ourselves to see if we're truly fulfilled, and what really matters when everything's taken away. Our travel, our obviously our events like entertainment, distractions as far as sports and stuff like that, and all of these things go away. What is else? What is there else to do, right? And that is a funny question. That is a true question for a lot of individuals that are here, that are kind of panicking because they don't know anything else. While this time, in these times, we're forced to make our own entertainment, really take care of ourselves more, and tap into ourselves, and we're going to face our inner struggles. I mean, we have nothing to distract us like that. Besides, obviously, I have my internet in the house, so we're going to have still streaming services. But I think there's only so much you can watch of good things. I've been watching it's been so bad that I've been watching a show called Love is Blind, which I'm watching for my entertainment purposes. But I think that show is onto something, right? Now we can't go out and meet anybody. We can't go out there and mingle. So we might have to meet people through this platform, or through social platforms, and not meet up for a while because of this virus. Everybody's really panicking of who has it, who doesn't. Make sure you're tested and stuff like that. So again, be safe. I hope you guys are having a safe day. This is day 2 for our being home, with the kids and all. So, so far, it's been fun. Just finding out ways to keep busy for the kids. But I think for us, let's contemplate. Let's do a lot of self-reflection, and let's connect with that person we forgot we were. Because right now we're being forced to meet that person. So let me know what you guys think in the comment. What are you guys doing through this time? And I'll see you guys tomorrow.